Lawmakers in Springfield continue to push for more abortion protections in the aftermath of the Dobbs decision. Most of the policies have to do with increasing access to reproductive care. But this week, they took aim at facilities that are generally known to be anti-abortion. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Cole Hankey is live outside of the Capitol in Springfield. Cole, Democrats want these facilities to face legal action.
That's right. Democratic lawmakers rolled out a series of bills this week aimed at protecting abortion access. But one of the more controversial bills in this package would take aim at what are called crisis pregnancy centers. Lawmakers in Illinois continue to solidify the state as a safe haven for abortion practices. But now they are cracking down on what are called crisis pregnancy centers.
We want to make sure people go in there and they get the accurate information. I think the end goal is to get rid of any sort of crisis pregnancy center.
The facilities themselves are often run by nonprofit groups that oppose abortion. There are around 100 of these centers in Illinois, and they only offer limited prenatal medical services, such as ultrasounds, instead focusing on counseling and other forms of aid. But Democratic lawmakers say the centers are home to misinformation meant to steer people away from seeing abortion as a legitimate option. The bill creates consumer fraud protections for people visiting these centers.
This was really a matter of consumer fraud. We certainly have a lot of consumer fraud laws into place to protect us when we buy a car, or we rent a property, or we go on vacation and have a rental or a hotel room, everything. So consumer fraud is really at the core of a lot of the conversation about these so-called crisis pregnancy centers.
The debate over the measure got heated on the House floor this week. House Republican leader Tony McCombie says it's not fair that the bill doesn't apply these same consumer protections to clinics that provide full medical service.
If you're going into one and you're only getting half of the information, no different than if you're walking into an abortion clinic and you're only getting half the information. But one will be penalized and one will not. And that's, I think, the premise that was being missed yesterday, that's just not fair.
The Attorney General's office backed this bill. It also gives his office the power to investigate the centers and take legal action against them. General's office that gets some more legal powers under this bill. The law, if signed into law, anybody who goes to one of these centers would be able to take legal action against these centers if they feel they violated the consumer protection clauses in the bill. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Cole, thank you.